Rob Fletcher back here at ASF TV with Linda Stevens. Linda Stevens spoke earlier today at our presentation, being part of Queen Bee. As a matter of fact, one of the founders, Ava
Yes.
Diamond and yourself.
Yes.
Awesome group of women. So real quick, Linda, nutrition advice to those, let's talk to the person just looking to implement a new healthy meal plan to someone that needs to pick it up a notch where they're an athlete or a trainer.
Whether they're an athlete or a trainer, you want me to hold it? Or? Basically what you want to do is learn to eat clean. And what that means very simply is you want to pick good proteins. So animal proteins like lean beef, chicken, fish, good carbs, brown rice, sweet potatoes, oats, Ezekiel bread, things like that. Good fats, coconut oil, almonds, avocados, olive oil, things like that. Very simple foods that are in their natural state, that are not processed. And it's super easy to toss it in with pasta or rice and mix it up a little bit, but it's very easy to eat healthy. If you look at ingredients and there's only a few things in it, that's usually a great option. If you look at something on a label and it has a list of ingredients, it usually means it's pretty processed and something else is in there other than what it is in its natural state. So that's, for the beginner, that's the easiest thing to do. Pick a clean protein, pick a clean carb, complex carb, not a starchy, sugary, simple carb, and a good fat.
Back to the now the athlete and the trainer. Now I say
Yes.
trainer because I think that has to be something that really has to be addressed. I think trainers, they provide, you have that background in
Yes,
nutrition.
I'm an NASM certified personal trainer.
Right, so, and then the nutrition background.
Yes, I have my master's in nutrition.
Yeah, so my point was with the trainers, offering that advice, to the competitor and the athlete.
Yes.
What advice would you give to, one, the athlete for their nutritional needs? And I know it's like no cookie cutter.
Right.
But also advice to the trainer who advises the athlete where he doesn't have that real nutrition background.
First, I'll take the second question first.
Sure.
But for the trainer that does not have a nutrition background, my advice is, and most trainers know how to eat properly, so they're able to advise their clients a little bit on it, but if they're kind of worried that they don't know that much, the best thing for them to do is to find a nutritionist in their area. And it's usually fairly easy if you talk to any like holistic doctor or naturopath, or someone usually will have a referral if they need a nutritionist. And that's probably the way to go for someone that's not fully educated but might know a little bit about it. So that would be my advice, is to find someone that's really versed and educated. Because there are a lot of people out there that claim they're nutritionists, but they're not necessarily have the educational background to back it up. Maybe they just studied quickly online.
It's not that they have any bad intentions.
No, not at all.
But you do have to be very, very careful. I think there's a general guideline that trainers can take, having that basic knowledge, but it's a very basic guideline. And then once you start getting into other needs, because you just don't know.
The biochemistry of the body is so complex, so it's really important to find someone that's educated, that understands the pathways and cells and regeneration and antioxidants and all those things that really go into the science of it all, that really tell me when I work with someone how to treat them, because every body is different. So some people are deficient in different things. It's not cookie cutter like you said. People need to be talked to and find out what their history is, and then work with that.
All right, so now the athlete.
Yes.
The final question, and again,
Okay.
no cookie cutter,
No.
but someone who needs more of certain things than others, as opposed to someone just looking, like, how would you advise? I mean, I guess it could be a difficult question.
Well, I think also the same thing applies to a competitor or an athlete, is that they want to find someone that has good knowledge. There are a lot of people out there, again, if they're in the competition world, which is one of the worlds I live and travel in, there are a lot of people out there that claim, they've done a show and all of a sudden now they're a competition prep coach. And you have to be a smart consumer, no matter what it is that you're consuming or buying. So, exactly, you need to do your homework. You need to find out who the person is. If they don't have the proper credentials, like a nutrition background, or they're a registered dietitian, or they've got some education in nutrition, that's probably not the person that you want to work with. So the athlete really needs to be aware of who they're working with. And it's just a matter of word of mouth. I mean, it's a world that I live in, and I talk to people, I ask for referrals, I meet people, I interview them, and then I decide who I want to work with or who I don't want to work with, or if I'm going to refer someone. So it's really talking and just being educated and knowing what you're getting. And it's really simple, but you just have to ask questions.
Be a smart consumer,
Exactly.
just like anything
Exactly.
else. Linda Stevens, co-founder of Queen Bee, Begin, Believe, Become, right here at the Arnold Sports Festival. Your source for training, education, and motivation, ASF TV.
Thanks, Rob.